All right, students, this week we're going to review some graphing points or coordinate grid or coordinate in the coordinate plane. So the first thing that we have to remember is our x and y. So x and y. And why should we remember that? We're going to use, for transformations, we're going to use a lot of finding points on graphs and stuff like that to be able to perform transformations on figures and stuff like that. So we have to remember how to graph points. The first thing that we have to remember is a coordinate or a order pair. So an order pair has x and y. X goes left or right, and y goes up and down or down, right? So if you go left, it's negative. If you go to the right, it's positive. If you go up, it's positive. If you go down, it's negative. So that's your x and y. Why is that? Well, because your y-axis is up and down. It goes up and down. So this is 0, 0. Anything up here is positive. 0, 0. Anything down here is negative. So if you go to, this is the x-axis. The x-axis goes across. So anything on this side is positive and anything on this side is negative. So that's how we read this, okay? All right, so in the first questions here, it says give the coordinates of the following points. So let's find C. Now you have to notice that if this is 10, this means that if this is 0, then it's by 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, right? So please be careful with the scales here of the graphs. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, C. C is going to go 2 to the first unit. It's 2. So 2 and then 2 up. So that's positive 2, positive 2. Remember, this is your x and this is your y. All right. So B, let's find B. B is over here. So we're going to go 2 left. So 2 left. And then 2, 4, 6 up. All right. G. G is over here. So that's 2, 4 to the left, which is negative because you're going from 0 to the left. And then down, it's going to be 2 down. All right, A. So A is over here. So we're going to go 2, 4, 6, 8 to the left. And then from 0, you go 2 and 4. Positive. All right, H. Let's see H. H is over here. Oh, it's right in the middle, so be careful here. So it's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8. So 8.5. So negative 8.5. And then your y would be, so from here you're going to go 2, 4, 4.5. Down, right? 4.5. Down. All right, that was a hard one. Okay, so E, let's find E. E is over here. So you're going to from 0, you go 2, 4, 6, 8. So 8 to the right. And then down 2, 4. So negative 4. Notice that when I go down, I put a negative. When I go up, I put it's positive. So be careful here, okay? This is, it could be pretty complex if you do many of them. You might get confused. So pay attention what you're doing. So D is over here. So 2, 4. So from 0, you go 2, 4, 6. So 6 to the right. And then 2, 4, 6, 8 to up. All right, F, last one. F is over here. It's like in the middle again. So be careful here. So 2, 4. So 4 to the right. And then 4. And then 2, 4, 6, 8. 8.5. Negative because you're going down. Another thing that you have to remember here is to use parentheses when you're naming points because it is a location. So if you just put a number like 2, 2, you are just saying numbers here. There's nothing, you're not telling me that it's a location. So I will send it back to you and I will ask you to use parentheses. Just as simple as that. That's the right way to name coordinates. All right, let's keep going. All right, so now it says to tell which quadrant each of the following points is located. Quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. And how do we know? How do we know which quadrant is which? Okay, I'll show you how. So think of it as a C, like that. It starts with 1, 2, 3, and 4. We use Roman numerals here. So it goes like that. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? I'll show you what happens. So in quadrant 1, everything will be positive. X and Y will be positive. Why? Because from 0 you go to the right and then up. So everything will be positive here. In quadrant 2, X will be negative because you're going to the left, but then Y will be positive. In quadrant 3, everything is negative. Notice that they're diagonal from each other, okay? So it's 180s, all right? So over here, everything is negative. And then on quadrant 4, X will be positive, but Y will be negative. Notice that it's the opposite of each other, okay? All right, but notice that that doesn't change. It's always the same, okay? So as long as your Y is vertical and your X is horizontal, it doesn't change here. All right, so knowing that, let's find the points. So number 9, it says 15 positive and then 12 is negative. So do we really need to find the point? No. Just notice the sign of each of the numbers. If this is X and this is Y, then X is positive. In what quadrant X is positive and Y is negative? All right, X is positive and Y is negative in quadrant 4. So this is quadrant 4. Notice that I didn't even have to look for the point. This is the easiest one because they're all negative. So the only quadrant that everything is negative is quadrant 3. This is even easier. Quadrant 1, everything is positive. So quadrant 1. Actually, we can just fill this out really quick. This is negative. We know this one. Quadrant 3. This is all positive. Quadrant 1. This is all negative. Quadrant 3. And now we have to look for these. Okay, negative and positive. So negative and positive, quadrant 2. All right. Negative and positive, this is quadrant 2. And this one is quadrant, this one, 4. And that's how fast I went. I didn't even have to look for the points. I just know by the sign of the X and sign of Y. All right, and knowing, as long as I know my quadrants go in this order, that's all I have to know. All right, anyways, let's keep going really quick. Now we're looking for the points here. So it says plot and label the following points. When it says plot and label, you really have to use the letters to identify which one is which. Now remember, this is the scale factor over here is 2. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So when you look for the numbers, you have to take into account that. So we're going 8 to the right. So remember X and Y. And you also remember that X and Y this goes like right to left, and this goes up and down. Everything to the right is positive, everything to the left is negative. Everything up is positive, everything down is negative. All right, so 8 and negative 4. 8 going to the right, so the 2, 4, 6, 8, and 4 down. 2 and 4. My first point is over here, and I'm going to label it because it says to label it. All right, I'm done with that one. All right, let's find K. Negative 8. So 2, 4, 6, 8 to the left, and then 10 up because it's positive. So I know 10 is over here. So I'm going to label it. All right, M. Negative 8, negative 9. I know this is going to be all negative over here. So that's 2, 4, and then 5 is going to be in the middle, and then 9, it's also going to be in the middle, so it's going to be like over here before 10, so that's M. All right, oh, it's going to be negative 4 and 3, negative 4, 2, 4 to the left, 3 up, so that's 2, and then 3 would be right in the middle. Because remember, it goes by 2s, right? All right. Next, quick. J would be -2, -4, right here. L, 6, 6. 6 is going to be 2, 4, 6, and 6 up. 2, 4, 6, right here. And then N would be 9 and 1. That would be in between, right? 9 to the right. So that would be right before 10. And then 1 up. And then right before 2, right? That's N. And then 6 and 8 would be 6 to the right, 2, 4, 6, and then 8 down, 2, 4, 6, 8. And I am done. All right, so just remember this, very, very important, where it goes, up and down, right to left, and then your quadrants are very important because it's easier to see how easy I just identified which quadrant will they be in. All right, I hope this helps. Thank you, bye.